Support for today's episode of The Read comes from Squarespace. With beautiful templates created by world-class designers, Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a new and unique website in just a few clicks. Squarespace's analytics helps you grow in real time, and if you have a question, their award-winning 24/7 customer support is there to help. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Think it, dream it, make it with the girls at Squarespace. Let's move on.
Hey guys, today's episode is also brought to you by the wonderful folks over at Form. Form knows the struggle of finding the perfect solution for our curls, twists, coils, and tresses. That's why they've created the first women's prestige hair care collection to celebrate beauty in all its forms. Form takes the guesswork out of your hair care routine by offering personal regimens specifically designed for individual hair needs. So don't wait. Head to formbeauty.com/theread right now to get 10% off your entire order. That's FORMbeauty.com/theread. Get personal with Form, and let's start the show.
I hate your stinking guts.
Little Rascals.
I wanted to do the rest of it.
Oh, no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I love that movie.
It's fine. Well, you got it.
I honestly am feeling amazing about this whole movie thing. Like, I feel like I'm pretty much on a roll now.
Yeah, you're back on your...
Well, I've never been this good. Like, I've never gotten this many right in like a 1 month time frame.
So congratulations.
Thank you, friend. The next Friday from last week doesn't count because I don't like that movie. So, but yeah, Little Rascals. That was the reboot, right? With all those cute kids.
Definitely.
When did that movie come out?
90. I'm gonna guess 90. I'm going to say 95, just because I don't know.
I remember being a kid and going to the theaters and loving it. I think my parents even bought it on VHS when it came out.
A 94. Fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever. Close enough.
So cute. I wonder where those kids are now. It's probably a BuzzFeed article on them somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. Several. I mean,
they were adorable.
Who even knows? All right. Well, welcome back, guys. I'm Buckwheat.
And I am Kanika Jenkins.
This is The Read.
Yeah. Sorry we're a day late this week. I've been laid up and half dying, so had to push it back a little bit. But thank you all for tuning in anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
I was thinking about being petty, but I'm just going to move on.
No, don't say anything rude, because I know how you like to do.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's not
it really is. Who do we have for Black Excellence this week?
This week's Black Excellence, we've had a couple of things. First of all, congratulations to Lena Waithe, the first Black woman to win an Emmy Award for comedy writing.
Yay, and so fun. God, so fun.
And for it to be the story that it was, it's magnificent. Yeah. So I definitely shed a few thug tears. No, they were Butch Queen tears, but I cried. Donald Glover won first Black person to win an award for Best Director in a Comedy.
It's fucking sad how many first Blacks we still have in 2017.
I will get to that later on in the show.
Okay.
And Sterling K. Brown won Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama for This Is Us.
He deserves. That man acts his ass off on that show.
That show is just... I just recently started it. I hadn't... It was like a few weeks into the show when I started hearing everybody talking about it. But then they were simultaneously talking about how hard they were weeping and stuff like that.
Right,
I'm like, I got enough shit in my life that's breaking me down. Like, I will get to that later. Now it's just kind of like I'm balancing it out with anime.
Okay.
I'm catching up on lots of new things to just the bright colors and yelling and stuff helps to balance out that mood. So first black guy to win that in 19 years.
So fucking tragic.
So congratulations to all of the great people at the Emmy Awards this year who won and, you know, showed out for your race, your culture, and the cause.
Yes, and shout out to Issa.
Shout out to Issa. We'll also get there.
For being the realist during the red carpet.
Yes.
I can tell you have something brewing in your spirit.
Just a few feelings.
Okay.
Just very minute.
Your feelings are my favorite.
Shout out to Sloane Stephens for being on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Shout out to Trina for showing her ass at the Hip Hop Honors.
Missy.
Shout out to Melissa.
My God.
Misdemeanor. Elliott.
My God. How is the best performance first? They should have flipped her and Mariah. Missy should have closed the show. Because damn. I love how Missy's music is like, the stuff that she performs and all that is older, but still dope and sounds amazing. And she never fails on giving you a visual or a performance. Never. She never, ever fucks that up.
I just, I watched that performance. And I just said, my God, thank you. Thank you for giving us this wonderful, wonderful person. And she had been rehearsing. I remember she was looking for dancers. She had auditions all over the place a few weeks ago. And she was rehearsing and posting stuff all the. And I was like, what is she rehearsing for?
Oh, yeah.
What is she rehearsing for? I'm so curious. It was for that. She basically recreated the She's a Bitch music video, which I'll remind you is still one of the most expensive videos of all time. I think $2 million is what they spent to make that video.
Wow.
With the bald head and the onyx skin and all of these dancers. Shout the fuck out to Sean Bankhead for that fucking choreography. I just want to know who in rap music, fuck gender, male, female, squirrel, I don't care.
So stupid.
Who is giving you these beats, these records that are so timeless? Who's giving you choreography that they can keep up with on stage? Who's giving you rhythm? Who's giving you choreography? Who's giving you costume? Who's giving you makeup? Who's giving you a full-on package with hype? The bitch came up out of water. And then she posted on Instagram after about how fucking cold she was the whole performance because she was in the water for the beginning.
Right.
Had to you're underwater. Her shoes are filled with water. It's making the dancing even harder because your feet's so fucking heavy. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't even think of that.
Right.
Because performance value. Who else? Who's doing it? Name the person. Tell me, Crystal, please, now. There isn't anybody else. That's the answer. No one else. No one. Iconic, legendary, ahead of her time, unlike anyone else, incomparable, unmatched, unbeatable. The one, Missy Elliott.
Yes.
Those are the performances you expect from a Beyonce, from a Michael. Those are the performances. Those are the bitches that you were yes, you can have whatever amount of money that you're asking from because I will come. Because I know that you are going to get up on that motherfucking stage and you're going to show me some shit that nobody else is even thinking about showing me. The rest of these bitches will give you whatever sew-in is hot on Instagram that month. These niggas are just cutting their braids so they'd reach right under the brow and then they're dyeing them whatever fucking Crayola color and then they get on stage and yell and go home. And that's fun too.
But that's not Missy.
But that's not creative direction. No. You're not thinking about it my God. It's not even a new song.
Right. But it's a great one. Goddamn. The Hip Hop Honors, I thought the show for the most part was pretty good. But speaking of dancing with a fucked up foot, shout out to Tiana Taylor with that damn boot on, still killing it. Wait a minute, sis, you really? So you said I'm not canceling VH1. I'm going anyway, and I'm still gonna kill it. Wow. So good. But yeah, Missy is everything. I remember that read you did on her a while back, and it's still true. It will always be true.
And I just have to accept that I'm at a point now where the pop culture generation is not me. I'm not a part of.
Oh no, you age right out of it.
The generation that defines what's
popping,
sitting at the top of pop culture anymore. And that's I'm learning to live with that. I'm happy approaching my 30s and being grown. But there's still children. Apparently, some new rapper sampled that beat.
Oh, okay.
And you already have the confused, dizzy, weird ass, ankle biting ass children out here with no home training, with no people in their lives to teach them right from wrong clearly, saying, oh, isn't that such and such's beat? Shut your mouth.
No, girl.
Shut your mouth.
Mm-mm.
Shut your whore mouth. Don't say a single other word. What is wrong with you, sir?
Oh my
Be
God,
quiet.
I can't even laugh. Ugh. Sorry.
Just shut your mouth and recognize genius. You should be doing nothing but saying, hello, Missy. Thank you so much for taking a part in music.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Thank you so much for opening doors for the girls that I stand for today and the guys that I stand for today across the board. I mean, rap, R&B. Missy has written words that have come out of Beyonce's mouth on more than one occasion. Like,
yes,
you should be saying thank you so much for doing something on this stage that can motivate and inspire the rest of these girls. And Missy, if they don't take any initiative from watching you bust down this motherfucking stage on a song that is ages old at this point and still fuck it up and get people hyped as if it just came out, that song could have been brand new and the girls wouldn't know. Like, thank you. If they don't take a piece of your recipe and just dash a little bit of paprika or whatever on their careers, then, then they're failing. That is their piss poor decision to not look at this bitch and be like, you know what? Work ethic, goals, dreams, aspiration, artistic value. Let me just add a taste of that to what I'm doing. I feel sorry for them. I pity them. You'll never be Missy. But all you can do is look at what Missy is doing and say, hey, I can try.
I'm saying, like, you could use Missy's talent and innovation as an inspiration to do better in your own damn life. You could do that instead of trying to hate or take away from this woman. Missy has done so much for rap, period, especially female rappers. And
R&B,
it's
pop,
very few of y'all that can touch her vision.
Reggae.
I'm hard pressed to think of a rapper who can come up with anything the way Missy can. So
probably death metal.
Give that bitch her flowers.
Folk. You will never. Anyway, we haven't. All right.
We haven't even gotten started yet.
So this week on Hot Tops and Cool Bottoms, got a lot of ground to cover.
Okay.
Speaking of rap girls, Cardi B is leading the BET Hip Hop Awards nominations with 1, 2, 3, 4, 9.
Damn.
I probably counted that wrong. Let me try one more time. What?
All off the strength of Bodak Yellow?
I'm guessing.
Damn.
The thing is, okay, so these nominations, a lot of them are like regular categories that you would find at any award show.
Best new artist or whatever.
And then some of them are like, what does this mean? So she posted, I guess, some graphic or whatever that they sent to her on her Instagram. These are the nominations. Best hip hop video.
Okay.
Hot ticket performer.
What is that?
I don't know. MVP of the year.
Okay.
Single of the year. Best new hip hop artist. Best mixtape. Impact track.
Okay.
Made You Look award.
Oh, okay.
Best hip hop style.
So, yeah, these categories seem kind of...
And hustler of the year. Like, is this...
Some of these categories seem like they overlap each other, if you can figure out what they even mean. Like,
and some of them sound like we're going to the Players Ball.
Or like they made up categories just to nominate people they wouldn't have nominated otherwise. I guess just to get more people there. I don't really get that, but I am proud of Cardi B and rooting for her. So
also,
I hope she goes and I hope she wins.
I mean, I only look at the BET Hip Hop Awards for the ciphers, and at this point, you could just wait like a couple of minutes after each cipher and it pops up online in full.
True.
Sometimes I think they even post the ciphers before the show, but I may be making that up. Either way.
Yeah, because it's not live, right?
No.
No, BET definitely does not do the hip hop
awards.
Hell
no.
Oh,
I don't
God.
think they've ever done the hip hop awards live.
And they oughtn't.
They really should not. I think they do it maybe a week or two prior and then they air it. So they might, I don't know what they're going to do, but that's really the only reason for this. I guess that's why they make up all these nominations and categories in the first place, because don't nobody care.
But most of those, Cardi fits and probably deserves to win. I don't know who else is up in those categories, but I mean, Bodak Yellow is huge. I think it's projected to be number 1 next week. So,
yeah. And the Demons are already in line. The Whites.
Oh God!
They have like a look what you made me do streaming party.
I forgot that's what you call Taylor Swift's people.
Yeah, the Whites. Isn't it perfect?
It is.
I mean, it fits right in.
It is. And they come marching right on through like a big-ass crowd of the undead.
Right.
Ready to come fuck up all of us regular, normal, having a hard-ass people.
Mm-hmm.
I see it, friend. I do.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations to Cardi B. I can admit I am tired of Bodak Yellow, personally.
Yeah, me too.
I streamed it a couple of times when I heard about the #1 thing, and then when I saw the whites, that's WITES, isn't it?
I think it's WYTES. Because I watched Game of Thrones with the closed captioning on. It would have been too much if they did white, if they spelled white like white people. I think so. You might want to Google it.
Either way. No, it looks like you're right.
What else?
So, yeah, I'm tired of that song, but I do like her verse on the G-Eazy record. That's the first time I've ever gone and listened to a G-Eazy song on purpose.
I don't know who that is, being honest.
The white boy that I thought was Andrew Schultz. He performed, who was it, Britney?
Oh, that's who that was. Oh, God. Cardi B did a song with him?
It's him, A$AP Rocky, and Cardi B. It's his song now.
I'm going to have to listen to that.
It's good.
Really?
I like it.
Huh. Okay. If you say so.
Mm-hmm. Like, through and through, like the whole thing. I don't mind any
I'm
of
real
it.
skeptical about white rappers, period.
Each and every time.
Because
unless they're like Logic.
He could have been like is Logic even white? I thought he said he had a black mama or something. A half black mama. I thought that was his whole thing.
I don't know.
Because G-Eazy seemed like a Chanel West Coast to me. Like, you're a rapper.
No, people like G-Eazy.
I mean, I'm sure somebody likes Chanel West Coast too. I'm just saying, if I see a white rapper, I'm going to be like, I don't know about that, bro. Let me, you got to give you a minute.
People are meeting Chanel West Coast and being like, you rap? Like, people don't know that. And she keeps saying it all of the time.
Okay.
Let me find out about this. I don't know anything about Logic besides the fact that I was up in the middle of the night one day and I saw a thumbnail for that music video about suicide. And I just saw the boy from Modern Family.
Luke?
Yeah, I saw Luke from Modern Family in the thumbnail. And I was like, Luke doing music videos? What? And clicked on it. 2 seconds in, I was like, oh, it's about to be some emotional ass record.
Oh, Lord.
Then I thought Logic was black. Khalid and Alicia Cara.
I like Khalid.
Isn't he great?
Love Khalid. Oh
so
my God.
Good.
Location had me.
That's enough.
That's my fucking song.
That's enough.
That's
just
my
that
fucking
we could stop
song.
right there, but everything.
It's so good.
Then I watched the whole music video and halfway through I was like, okay, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry because I would cry because I'm a crybaby, but I'm not going to because I'm gonna be a G tonight. Ended in like fits of I was like retching.
Oh
like,
no, really?
It was just ridiculously.
Okay, well let me check out this young man. I won't be unfair. It's just white rapper automatically has my guard up.
I don't know if he's mixed or not.
Well,
I don't really
there's
care.
an article
Maybe
here on
is.
Rolling Stone. That calls him biracial.
Okay, well if he is, then awesome. Cool, bro. I liked the song and the message behind it, so I don't mind him. G-Eazy made me a little uncomfortable when I first saw him, but...
Well, that's because it was that wretched Britney Spears performance, and it was right after Beyonce, so it wasn't going to look good regardless.
But I don't mind the song.
Okay.
And...
I really will listen.
Juicy J just dropped a new mixtape and Cardi B is on it. The song is disgusting, but Cardi B's like first part is like I don't know if you would call it an interpolation.
Okay,
it's Nan. Okay. It's Trina's part of Nan.
Oh. So she's like, just doing Trina's verse?
No, she doesn't do Trina's verse. Like she starts it like, you don't know Nan.
Oh, okay.
And then she does her regular. So I was like, oh, you're paying,
I like that, yes.
Homage.
That's right, girl. Pay your respect to the legends, yes.
I mean, Cardi.
Especially one who don't fuck with nobody unless they fuck with her. Especially... Who was I thinking? Trina is like the Monica of the rap world.
She really is.
She is.
She very much is. Trina is very friendly. Trina is friends with everyone. And Trina will not say nothing to you, not fuck with you, not do anything unless you... And you have to like really try Trina. Because like I've said, there's plenty of people who could have got their heads knocked off or got cussed the fuck out by Trina and she'll take the high road. Maybe a little bit of... a shade. Like when she said
something on that Instagram live video or whatever she did.
When they had asked her about Khloe Kardashian. Remember how they said
French
that
Montana thing? Yeah.
And she was like, you know what they say rats do? Rats, they chase the cheese and, That's that.
I mean,
like,
facts are facts, girl.
very just a classy little statement, and we're moving on.
Yeah.
Gifted. Did you see when she called June's Diary Fifth Harmony by accident?
Oh my God, nigga, I fucking cried.
I love her.
I wanted to say, Trina, it's only one black girl in Fifth Harmony. It is only one girl, but I'm sure you didn't know that, and that's okay.
And Kelly Rowland is her friend. And probably the only reason they were there.
Oh God, they were Kelly and Monica. Did you see them at the hip hop? They were so adorable. Oh man. Monica holding a side. Oh, adorable.
I love it.
I did see that.
All right. So next up, Tamar Braxton posted a cover and title for her next album on Instagram. It's called Bluebird of Happiness.
Okay.
These R&B albums, they have titles these days that sound like poems that a little white boy in high school wrote that you got to keep your eye on. Like a little white boy who's writing his poetry and you just got to, every now and then.
Like Birds in the Trap sing Bryant McKnight. That's a ridiculous album title.
That is a very ridiculous. I was thinking Anybody Want to Buy Hart.
Oh, God.
The Elusive Chanteuse. Like, these titles these days are just like, what are you talking about? Like,
well, the Elusive Chanteuse, that's just so Mariah. You know, Mariah
exactly.
Love a big word.
That's exactly what I thought of when I thought about that earlier. I was just like, but these girls must be so tired of Mariah and being able to do whatever the fuck she want. And we still love it because she's Mariah. But Mariah also, in her prime, went to places that you could never go today.
True.
So it's like, of course we give her her space to do whatever.
I mean, yeah, we laugh at Mariah because she goes on stage and stands perfectly still in too tight clothes.
And that's
we laugh at that, but nobody is denying Mariah fucking Carey. Please.
She is allowed.
No one. Yes, she is.
She may.
I actually want to go see her stand stock still on stage just so I can say I saw her perform.
Just so I can be there.
Yes, I really do. That is a real legend.
Well, the interesting part of this announcement from Tamar was the caption on Instagram where it says, "This is my best and last album. Enjoy." And then she put a pigeon emoji.
Sure, why not? Pigeons, bluebirds, interchangeable. Is there a bluebird emoji?
No, but why not like a dove if you were going to just pick a bird? Even a little like chick.
Pigeon has a certain connotation.
Why a pigeon?
Right. Why would, who cares?
I guess it's the closest in color. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
So I guess Tamar is letting us know that she's done with the music industry.
She just got started.
Right? I mean, but she's put out a few albums since like the show.
I mean, I know they've been around a long time before anybody really cared about a Braxton other than Tony. I know that. But like as far as Tamar being in the public spotlight, she hasn't done that much music. So
that's what I'm saying. I feel like she's had to have put out like at least 3 albums since the reality show.
Really? I thought it was just that one with all the typing on her face or whatever it was. What? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Okay, so there's the one with that Hot Sugar song on it. And that's only reason that I know, or only reason that album comes to mind is because of how absurd I think that song is. That's the only Tamar album I've listened to in full also. And I didn't really mind it, but that song
I forgot about crazy. Love and War. That's
the one I think I'm thinking of.
I was thinking of Calling All Lovers, the one she put Tay March and Times at the top of.
Right, yes. And so this, I guess, would be the third one? Is there another one?
Well, there's Winter, Lover's Land, which I think is probably a Christmas album. There's Tamar, self-titled, 2000, and then an EP from 99.
So she's put out like a decent little amount of music.
No, she's definitely put out.
Just not in a very 2000,
long... nobody was giving a fuck about Tamar.
I'm talking about from when people did.
Look at this OG face. Yeah. Oh my God.
You've never seen that?
Holy shit.
You've never seen that cover?
No. Wow. What was wrong with this face?
I mean, you never know. People give you shit for all kinds of things, and sometimes it sticks.
True. Okay.
So I thought she was cute then, but whatever.
I do too.
So yeah, I guess she's done. I agree. Like, while I do think she's put out a fair amount of music, it's almost kind of like the way Rihanna's putting out music between Good Girl Gone Bad and not this last one, but what was it? Unapologetic.
Oh yeah, Unapologetic.
She took a break between Unapologetic and Anti.
Once she finished that 6 or 7 albums that she had to churn out, she was like, well, a girl is done.
Right.
And I'm going to chill out for a while.
Because it was like, all right, album, 8 months, album, like
and
6
then came
months,
back
album.
with one of her best.
Right. So she was just trying to get that shit out of the way, I guess. But
that was smart.
That's how I feel about Tamar. Like, you've been able to do a lot and put out a lot, but girl, are you done already? But I don't believe her. I just don't. I think that Tamar is talented. Tamar is also a bit narcissistic and she's competitive. So she could say she done. It's not going to take nothing but one of her other sisters to say they put out an album and she going to be like, I'm coming back to the game.
I mean, isn't she about to go on tour too with En Vogue and somebody else?
With Escape.
I am so sorry.
Escape and Monica.
With Escape and Monica, right.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't, that don't seem right. Like, she's probably going to come right back.
Yeah, I don't believe it, but, you know.
I personally don't care, but I'm sure somebody out there does.
Bigger artists have said the same thing and come back all of the time. Right. So, there's that. All right. So, do I want to do this Jada Pinkett one?
Oh, no. I know Jada didn't do nothing.
Jada did not do a goddamn thing.
Oh, okay.
So Leah Remini.
The Scientology shit.
Yes. Leah Remini, I guess in an interview, said that she knew Jada was into Scientology because whenever she went down to the, the J.J. Abrams Cloverfield Church of...
the Kingdom Hall of whatever the hell, Red Wristbands.
Or whatever the fuck, I don't know. Like, whenever she went down...
Oh my God, I am so sick.
Whenever she went down to the Spaceship Church, she used to see Jada down there.
I hate you so much.
And so...
I hate you so much.
And that was, I guess, just it. I don't know what the purpose of that was.
Is she just outing Jada as being a Scientologist?
I guess. I know that Leah Remini has been very firm on this, like, war between her and the Scientologists. And, you know, they are allegedly trying to ruin her life. And, you know, she's just standing in what she believes in. And cool. I don't know what that has to
Why
do
bring
with
other people into it, though?
Right. Like...
That's what I don't understand.
I'm confused about that.
Is it like, well, everybody's mad at me, y'all should be mad at these other famous people who are also in Scientology? Like, I mean, I'm not mad at Leah Remini at all for telling her truth and exposing the craziness of that place. I just don't get the point in being like, and Jada too. She did it too. And y'all mad and be mad at her.
You just can't let Girls Trip do well, can you?
Ooh, don't do that. She's on a new show, or she's on, Leah Remini is going to be on Kevin, what's his face's show? I think it's called Kevin Can Wait. You know they did King of Queens together? Yeah. He's got another show, and I think she's joining the cast of that. So, well,
Jada responded on Twitter by saying, I recently lit oh, God, I'm going to say things wrong. Is it Shabbat?
It's the Jewish thing?
Yeah.
I think so.
With Rabbi Bentley at Temple Sinai, but I am not Jewish. I have prayed in mosques all over the world, but I am not Muslim. I have read the, oh, God.
Quran?
No.
Uh-oh. Spell it? Uh-oh. I can't see
BH.
Oh, I can't even. No, I don't know what that is.
Okay, the Gita. But I am not a Hindu. Help me out. I know one of y'all knows what that is. I just am not going to disrespect people. I have chanted and meditated in some of the most magnificent temples on earth, but I am not a Buddhist. I have studied Dianetics and appreciate the merits of study tech, but I am not a Scientologist. I practice human kindness, and I believe that we each have the right to determine what we are and what we are not. No one else can hold that power. The end.
Well, that's real. It's a bunch of people in the church who ain't Christians and go every single week.
And that was just a common response. Like most people who I saw responding to this were saying that same thing.
Yes.
Much like many of y'all who be down at the church.
All the time. Morning service, evening service, Monday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Y'all stay in church and ain't nobody's Christian.
I know there are plenty of people, especially Black people, who go about and, expose themselves to different religions, faiths, and forms of spirituality and things like that. I feel like a lot of that has to do with race and Christianities. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
But I know people personally who could say similar things like this. So.
And a lot of it is access. Jada has access to, like she said, fly anywhere in the world
right.
and check out all these different... There's so many religions. Why wouldn't you want to learn more about them if you had the space and opportunity to do that? And if you are a spiritual person or someone who's interested in human love and kindness, or however she put it, I don't see what I actually have no issue with that at all.
Me neither.
Seeing how other people worship and the things they believe in. So,
and even if you don't believe in anything.
So it kind of sounds like the thing where both of you are right. Like Leah's like, oh yeah, I saw her in the spot a couple times. And Jada like, okay, bitch, well, I was there. That don't mean I'm one of y'all.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Well, shout out to you, Jada. You're still my legend. I love you.
Mm-hmm. I do. I love me some Jada. I'm trying to get like her with that whole eat to live, not live to eat, but it's not. It's not curling over.
Isn't for everybody.
I be trying to do that, but then cheese fries be popping up.
They're right there.
And I be like, what? Fried chicken sandwich on a biscuit?
Damn. I'm going to live to eat today. All right. Songwriters Sean Hall and Nathan Butler have filed a copyright infringement lawsuit against one Taylor Swift. After they claim that she jacked lyrics from a song they wrote called Players Gon' Play.
No, bye.
By 3LW.
No way.
Hall and Butler are accusing Taylor of snatching lyrics for her song Shake It Off, which she says players gonna play, and the haters gonna hate. We know that Players Gonna Play goes, players, they gonna play, and haters, they gonna hate. Ballers, they gonna ball. Shot callers, they gonna call. That ain't got nothing to do
with me and you. That's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
And that's the way it is.
That's the way.
I need to download that shit. What a great song.
Tasha.
That's a great fucking song.
It is a really good song.
I just want to know
what happened to our love.
We used to be best friends. Where did it go wrong? Yes. Okay, I'm finna download that right now, actually.
So obviously, I hope that you get every dime, nickel, and half pence from that creature. Take it all.
It kind of seems like a reach, but if
it does,
Taylor Swift has to give up some money, then I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Her reps are allegedly calling the lawsuit frivolous, ridiculous.
Sounds that way. Honestly.
And a money-hungry grab for cash. But it also feels like if the roles were reversed, Taylor Swift would be suing them.
She would have done the exact same fucking thing.
So
way longer. Taylor Swift made her fans take down their wedding video because they were dancing to her song in it. Taylor Swift,
her friends.
Bitch, these are people who support you. What is wrong with you? No, fuck her. I hope they do get some money.
So yeah, shout out to y'all. And if you can't get no money, at least waste her time or her people's time.
Yes.
Let's circle back to a story from last week. We discussed Tyrese and some issues he was having with Dwayne, the solid as a rock Johnson.
Oh God, yes.
He was upset because The Rock. Can we still call him? I mean, he calls himself The Rock still. I don't know. I don't know if I say Dwayne.
I mean, I think The Rock still works.
Sure. He's apparently going forward with Universal on a Fast and Furious spinoff, all centered around his character from the franchise Hobbs.
Right.
Tyrese couldn't really decide if he was upset because the fans weren't for it, or because he wants to keep his kids in private school, or because they're a family, or all of them. I'm not really sure. I had trouble. I just read what I could.
Okay.
I did the best.
No, it's fine.
You know that I'm capable. So since then, Tyrese has posted a photo on his Instagram of the two of them together at a premiere, I guess, with a caption that says, "I don't do email, bruh. You got my cell, same San Diego number, hit me." So
you don't do email, but you do Instagram? What? Does that make more sense?
It doesn't make any.
So it sounds like The Rock is hitting him up like privately, like, let's handle this. And here you go, being even messier? What? God, this nigga is so stupid. Why? He's so stupid.
So The Rock, I guess, was like, let me go ahead and hop on my iPhone X.
Mm-hmm. He already has
iPhone 10, whatever it is. go ahead and send him a quick email. I know some people are comfortable communicating in different ways. Some people are, strictly texters. Some people are best on an email. Some people want to talk on the phone. Mm-hmm. Some people only send those little weird things on iPhone where you record your voice.
The
and
voice
you send it like
things,
a text.
yeah.
Those. Like I will be exclusively communicating with an emoji once I get my phone.
Right.
So maybe he is more of an email person. Maybe you have an inflated idea of what your relationship was.
Right.
And the nigga never would have called you anyway. I don't know.
Like you thought it was way closer than in what it really was. Like you thought y'all was way deeper than that.
I mean, it had to have been super close if you took all of those kids from private school to see Moana. Like, come on.
Oh, man.
But I can say I do agree. Like in cases like this where we have like a personal issue, you and I would want to talk to you guys in person.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can't do that, I would prefer to speak to you on the phone. However, I agree with what you said initially, which is I'm not going to respond to your email on Instagram. If it
right.
I would send you a text or respond to the email by saying, here's the same number, call me.
Right.
I'm not communicating with you through email.
Right.
Why are you what is this?
Right.
What is this?
Why are you behaving this way? There's no logic in this situation. The man hit you up. Like you said, you could have hit him back and been like, I really don't want to get into this over email. I'd rather have a phone conversation. Or, we could meet up at Starbucks and talk about it. Going right back to Instagram and posting another picture to tell, just so everybody knows that he hit you up. Like, you want to make sure we all know that. But you want to address it on Instagram? Like, this is messy and stupid. Nobody handles business like this. I wouldn't be surprised if The Rock was just like, you know what? Never mind.
Exactly. Like I feel like, nigga, you're actually fortunate that he even responded.
Okay.
Because a nigga like me, I don't care if we kikied on set before or not. When you do little weird shit like this on Instagram, you're inviting mess to me, whether I respond to it or not. Mm-hmm. Because what you're doing is opening the door for any idiot with an Instagram account to come to my page and talk to me about some bullshit. Right. You talking about you want to keep our kids in private school. That opens the doors for people who I don't know to come on my page and discuss my kids and them going to private school or not going to private school with me over some shit where I'm just doing business. Newsflash, they're gonna make this movie. Like, how you feel about it is not going to make or break.
All the Instagram posts in the world won't change it. So it just...
And I've had people who are fans of the franchise tweet me, like, after our last episode, like, nigga, they're making a movie with Just Hobbs? When does it come out?
Okay.
Stop.
It's all performative. It's like you don't really want to solve the issue because if you did, you would have responded to him in whatever way made the most sense through email. You just want everybody to see what's going on and get all of your followers and his followers and gossip blogs involved in the mess. You're not interested in actually coming to a resolution, but I also don't really think there is one. Because they're not going to push this back for you.
They're not going to. Like, you might as well just get with the fucking program, I'm thinking. I know that there have been other people in the cast who have had issues with the franchise, but not because, like, I heard that Michelle Rodriguez was considering leaving, but that was more to do with how the female characters were depicted on the...
Probably trash.
And I know that Vin Diesel and The Rock were beefing on set, I think, when they were shooting the last movie, but they put that to bed. So I don't see how that could do with this either. Like, this... It seems like Tyrese is simply speaking for Tyrese. So everybody, like, they're going to do this movie, then they will probably go right back to handling Fast 9 and 10 or whatever. And if it comes down to these motherfuckers saying, all right, well, The Rock and Tyrese ain't seen it for each other anymore, what do we do from here? No, I have no doubt. I have no doubt that they will say, well, tell Jody that he can kick rocks.
You better get the fuck over it, little boy.
I mean, all you can do at this point is make peace with it. I know I read that he's going through some shit with his ex-wife and his child. Like, his ex-wife got a restraining order against him after she accused him of abusing their 11-year-old. He put some caption on Instagram saying, "The mother of my daughter has made gross and false accusations against my character in a shameful attempt to ruin our co-parenting efforts." This is after, like, a full paragraph of him talking about God and his, being famous and making money and stuff like that. So he's saying that whatever she's accusing him of is bullshit, but right now he's got a restraining order out on him or whatever.
Well,
and I'm sure I mean, when it comes down to it, this child is 11. I'm sure she can, clearly
articulate
what happened.
What's the what, right.
So that will take care of itself, but that ain't got nothing to do with The Rock or business or any of this stuff. So it seems like really, Tyrese, you've got to, figure out how to do something a lot of people have to figure out. How to handle these sort of grievances offline.
Right.
Because it doesn't help anybody. It just makes matters worse.
It does nothing but fuel the gossip machine when you do this. I can't wait for them to announce the new Fast and Furious release date because I know Tyrese is going to get on Instagram.
And do something silly.
And write a long-ass essay about how the family never pushes back the release date, but since one of our brothers is selfish and only thinking of himself, we absolutely must. And this ain't right. But oh well.
It'd be one thing if like the fans were like feeling the exact same way and Tyrese was like, well, I'm going to be the one to speak up. Or the cast felt some way and Tyrese was like, yeah, I'm pulling us together. You're the only one out here saying this stuff. So it's like, you might as well just have a Capri Sun and just take a nap, watch something on Netflix. Like,
I feel stupid now because I said The Rock. Last week I said The Rock is probably texting his actually famous friends like Kevin Hart.
So next on the list, Kevin Hart is having some issues.
My God.
So Kevin Hart got on Instagram. I feel like it wasn't that long after he last taped.
No, sure wasn't.
And out of nowhere, with his head all down, and I'm sure if he had a tail, it would have been between his legs. Talking about how, he has a target on his back and he shouldn't place himself in a position for people to, I guess, get him.
You shouldn't cheat on your wife. I agree. It's a smart decision.
It's probably, something you shouldn't do.
Sound.
Target or no target. I just feel like, it's not
There's
a good
ways
idea.
to keep yourself out of this.
So basically, he alluded to someone targeting him and trying to get money out of him, extort money from him, although he never used that word.
Right.
Because he was unfaithful to his wife. Said he had a conversation with his wife, who is quite pregnant.
Right.
And his kids. And I guess apologize to them for disrespecting them and that everybody is good. And then he's not going to allow people to try to make a financial gain from his fuck ups and what have you and such which.
Okay.
Fast forward to yesterday, I believe. Good old Lisa Bloom in her in her ABC Studios wig came out here with a new IG girl. Her name is Montia. Oh God,
just send it out.
Sabbag. Sabag.
I think it's Sabag.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that. So this young lady just wanted to have a press conference for everyone to let us know, she is not an extortionist or a stripper. She is a recording artist and an actress.
I mean, you can be all four, but all right.
I don't see how they're like...
That's not mutually exclusive at all, especially the extortionist part.
Right.
What? Girl, did you tell the man that he better give you some money or else you gonna leak a tape? Cause
what is it?
Woo, these bitches, they crazy.
So in July, you might remember there was a girl who Kevin Hart was like, she was in a car and he was kind of like in the passenger seat with her, just kind of like leaned over her or whatever. That looked sketchy. And I remember saying, like, it seemed like he could just be in there talking to them. Because I don't think it was just the two of them. I think there was somebody in the driver's seat. So it seemed like he was talking. That girl's name is Momo Gonzalez, I believe. She's from Miami and she's a singer. She posted a cryptic ass Instagram moment where she said something like, the truth always comes to light, like right after this happened. But she also claims that nothing ever happened between them and they were just friends or, just having regular ass conversations. So it's like, then shut up. Like,
right.
Then why are you?
So then what's the point?
This girl, Montia, claimed that she had an intimate relationship with Kevin last month, August.
Of course you did.
A photo came out of Montia on a couch, laid out in some coochie cutters with her thighs out. Mm-hmm. And Kevin, it's kind of blurry, but it's clearly Kevin. I saw Team Lawrence saying this could be
not
Gucci
Team Lawrence.
or like a whole bunch of other niggas.
Y'all know that's Kevin Hart's 5'2" ass. What?
Like, they laying down and the nigga still shorter than her. Like,
when you laying down and the nigga still only come up to your titties.
You know, he was nestled in her bosom and had his hand gripping a thigh. Doesn't mean that they did anything past get drunk and that.
Yeah, right.
But
yeah, right.
The photo is bad enough.
Right.
And he knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that was not all that they fucking did, but either way.
Hell no, that ain't
not
all they
looking
did.
Good. So she claims that she wasn't trying to extort any money, and she and Lisa are going with the story that someone planted a camera in there. And that the real suspect, the real villain,
okay, girl,
is the one who would violate their privacy like this, and they are inviting Kevin to find the criminal with them.
Okay, girl, that's really the argument they're going with.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And again, the picture is a little like blurry or whatever, so I can't tell, but it looks like she's looking in the camera when the picture was taken.
No, I absolutely believe she set
certainly. This up. It seems like it was taken close enough that you saw somebody taking this picture. So I just don't buy it. Mm-hmm. I think that you knew that this nigga's wife was pregnant just like everybody else knew that his wife was pregnant. And you knew that you could probably at least try to be like, look, I got these pictures, and if you don't give me X, Y, and Z. Originally, this story was like $10 million.
Something
I don't even
outrageous.
Know. She couldn't have possibly.
She couldn't have thought Kevin Hart had that in the bank. Sis, now, he's got money, but let's be serious.
$10 million, not for her.
Just a fucking cashier's check for $10 million, girl? Come on, be serious. That can't be. I felt like that had to be a lie. Maybe she asked for $2.
I don't know how much money this girl asked for, but I believe that she did, personally. I think that that's what it was. And I think that once that nigga, I don't think that she expected for him to get on Instagram and yank that leverage right from underneath her ass. So she had to come forward and be like, well, girl, actually, let's find the real culprit. Let's get Annalise or Olivia Pope or somebody, call everybody, because I'm just a simple girl trying to sing a tune. She
probably didn't expect him to go to the FBI either.
Right.
So Lisa had to think of something real fast. Like, girl.
I believe that she follows the Shade Room, Baller Alert, Famulous, like all of these girls. And as soon as she sees like an IG model in trouble, she sends a DM. Yep. I don't think that these girls, because this girl claims like she hired Lisa. She says at one point that I hired Lisa Bloom for, and I said, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Lisa DM'd you.
Lisa hired you.
And said, let's take some pictures. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Be serious. I love this story because literally everybody involved is to blame.
Every single
So I get to shit on everybody in this story.
Besides the babies. You know what I'm
saying? Besides the babies, which I would have never said anything about them anyway. It's not their fault. Their parents are whores. But Kevin Hart played
Tori.
Well, so...
We'll get to Tori.
Okay, yeah, because Tori is in the story, but not really, but kind of, but not really.
She should just be kind of. Like, Tori don't need to... Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, so, like, Tori is the original wife. Tori was the one there, like she said on Instagram, when this nigga was at Foot Locker or whatever the fuck, and has been there while he blew up and made his career, and like she said... has made a huge portion of his career off of jokes on how shitty he treated her and how, they're divorced and all that. So, yes, I agree that she should be able to talk about whatever if she wants to make her money. Like, all that is what it is. But Kevin Hart, I don't understand how you got caught up doing this before, got divorced, married one of the bitches you was cheating on your wife with, and then went right back to the same shenanigans. Like, I don't understand. How does that make sense? In what world would, like, you're even richer now. You're even more famous now.
Right.
You put out 2 to 3 shitty movies every year. Why Why play yourself like this?
And
Why
you're friends with so many rappers. Like, you didn't know that this happens all the time. Like,
I mean, you couldn't ask somebody for tips on how to be more discreet. All these niggas are out here cheating. How are you getting caught up like this? It don't make sense. It really doesn't. And I don't feel no type of bad for a Nico either, girl. Because what comes around goes around. And
that's it.
You did that shit to your damn self.
And she was just on Instagram trying to...
yes, she was. Trying to shit on Tory.
No, she made that up. And that was something that she did because she was in her feelings or whatever. Like, she tried to say that they were separated for however long. But she was the one who fucked up her own math, saying... When she posted, I guess it was their anniversary or something.
Yeah.
And she posted something about, it's been 8 years of...
Like,
of whatever.
And
they're like, wait, he got divorced. And then she was like, well, they had been separated and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, girl, that doesn't work for anybody.
No.
Like, that story never works for anybody. It would have been better had you never said anything. You know what I mean?
Especially because she also said that she wasn't the only one. So he was separated, so y'all weren't doing anything wrong, but he had multiple mistresses? How does that work? If he had multiple mistresses, that means he was doing something wrong, like cheating on his wife.
You should have just not responded. And I thought when Tory came in afterwards and was like, girl, we've made strides to be better at this co-parenting thing. Mm-hmm. And you trying to lie on me now. And she basically ended it by saying, any advice I could give you for your Instagram problems would be, if you're not going to say anything truthful, then just don't respond to it.
True.
But I feel like Tory, girl, build a bridge. Like, build a bridge. So, like, she just did an interview with Inside Edition to talk about how he cheated on her and all that whole thing. And it's like, we know this. Like, you had a whole show on VH1 with Usher's ex-wife, and that's all y'all did.
She was on that show?
Yeah.
I never watched it.
I don't know if she did, I think they had 2 seasons of it.
Damn, really?
But she was on one of them for sure.
Okay.
And so we know how you feel about this. We know what you said happened.
True.
We know all of this. Like, it don't make no sense to me at this point for you to keep talking about it, saying, well, he did me like this or whatever. And, I'm a comic too. I'm a thespian and I'm trying to work my brand. Then work your brand. Like,
but think about how upset you would be if you was with a nigga who is 5'3", been with him since he was making $7.85 an hour. He done came up, blew up, you done held him down, supported him all this time, and then he leave you after he done made it. Think about how pissed you would be. How long would it take you to get over that?
It's not, I'm not saying that she should be over it. I'm saying that, like, you coming to the public, getting on Instagram, doing interviews, or going on reality shows for years telling this same story does not help you. Like, it's not going to help your career. If anything, it's just going to make people look at you like you did her.
That is true. If she thinks that doing all this is going to help her, like, get roles or something, that is not it.
I'm not saying she shouldn't be mad. I've seen, like, things with the whole family and them trying to be blended and her, trying to do whatever and be peaceful. And when they announced that she was pregnant and she did that interview and she was like, as long as my kids are happy, I'm happy and I'm, good for them and blah, blah, blah. So I've seen her take a bit of the high road, but it's like, all right, well, she got on your nerves. She,
yeah,
that
they need
makes
to call
sense
Alicia
to me.
And Mashonda and ask them how they did it. Because, they having family sleepovers and shit.
At this point.
Right.
Just like, come on over, Mashonda. Bring your...
bring all them kids. Bring some snacks. A sleeping bag.
A blow-up mattress.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, they probably... No, you know what? Never mind. I was about to say something so nasty. Let me not do that.
But I just, the problem here, the issue here is Kevin Hart. Just don't cheat on people. Don't cheat on your wife.
We would not be here if Kevin Hart wasn't cheating on his wife. Like, we literally would not be here. And I really want y'all to stop saying that man was raped. I really want y'all to stop doing. Yes, I have seen all these arguments on the internet that Kevin Hart was raped or sexually assaulted because he was drunk or high or whatever when he did this. And so I guess it's sort of like he couldn't. Niggas are saying, oh, well, he couldn't legally consent because he was drunk when they were having sex or whatever. I'm like, first of all, if y'all really think that is the only time Kevin Hart ever stepped out on Nico, you are some fucking fools. And secondly, just because the nigga is drunk does not mean he did not consent to sex or initiate sex or anything the fuck else. Like, just stop it. Niggas are reaching anything. And actually, I think it's probably mostly the Lawrence Hive. And what it boils down to is anything to make this seem less bad than what it really is.
Right.
But it just is. And all I keep coming back to, if you would just stop fucking up, like if you would just stop cheating, none of this would be happening. And just like Aniko was one of many, I'm sure, what's her name? Malaysia is one of many also.
Right.
So
That's not it, but
so
it doesn't matter.
Every last one of you are getting what you deserve.
And when I read this initially, I was just like, I don't even know how to form an opinion because I don't care. Like, Kevin Hart cheated? Like, okay. Like, a Hollywood-ass nigga cheated on his wife. I'm like, all right. I mean, he cheated on his last one, apparently, so.
Right. I don't think I would have cared at all if Aniko hadn't been such a bitch to Tori about, you know, being the new wife or whatever, and if she hadn't been, like, a proud side piece or whatever, because it's like, you can't expect a man to be faithful to you if you were his mistress before.
And I mean,
it's
he was
foolish. It's foolish.
Calling her his rib. And now niggas are talking about the McRib is gone. Bring the McRib back. What happened to the McRib?
Spare ribs are a thing. I saw a tweet that said, well, ribs come with two sides.
That's a good one. That's the best one. That's a really good one.
Niggas are trash.
He posted a Snapchat video with her in the car and the kids in the back. She's clearly not going anywhere. She would have never.
Hell no, she ain't going nowhere. What?
So
I'm sure she signed a prenup. She's not going no fucking where, and she shouldn't.
Hopefully, you can learn a lesson from this, which is keep a dick at the house.
No, Aniko needs to learn a lesson, which is your man's not going to be faithful. So either get over it or leave him. And I think she's just gonna get over it.
I think she's just gonna get over it.
She's gonna stay and spend his money. I mean, as she should. You deserve until he leaves you for whichever bitch he's fucking now. So
well, that about wraps things up for this week. In hot tops and lukewarm boots, we're gonna take a break. Support for this week's episode of the show comes from Stamps.com. It's time to skip the hassle of the post office with Stamps.com. From postcards to envelopes, packages, domestic and international, Stamps.com lets you buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, any class of mail using your own computer and printer. All you gotta do is click print mail and you are finished. It's very easy. I just had to return some foolishness to somebody who got my order mixed up, and it's not the point, so I'm not going to rant, but let's just say that Stamps.com made it so I did not have to go and also go off as somebody at the post office.
And that is so very clutch. Unlike the post office, Stamps.com never closes. You can print postage for your letters or packages at your convenience 24/7, and they will even send you a digital scale that automatically calculates the exact postage and help you decide the best class of mail based on your needs. You too can enjoy the Stamps.com service with a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus postage and that scale without long-term commitments. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the mic at the top of the page, and type in READ. That's Stamps.com, offer code READ. Never go to the post office again with Stamps.com, and let's move on.
Okay, we are back, and it is now time for our listener letters.
It is. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We got a lot of responses about it last week, your rant towards the end of the show.
Okay.
And most of them were people saying, yes, God, it is about time somebody said something. A few movie theater employees hit us up and said they have policies where children 6 and under can't come no matter who bought the ticket.
Yeah,
that needs to be universal.
Somebody told me that a few different theaters do have those rules, and God bless them. I need to figure out which ones in New York do that.
Okay, so our first question this week comes from Serena, who says, me and my boyfriend broke up about 2 weeks ago when
Good.
This is actually not about her boyfriend, but
okay.
Broke up 2 weeks ago when he found out he would be moving across the country for work, and we decided we weren't into the long distance thing. In general, I'd say it was a pretty mutual and clean breakup, and I don't harbor any negative feelings towards him or vice versa.
I mean, you ain't got no reason to.
I mean, that's a good reason to break up. After the breakup, I was hanging out with some of my friends, and they all thought it was fun to go over my exes and discuss their favorite players in my romantic life. I love doing that with my friends.
That
Being like,
sounds
woo,
like
that one nigga you dated was trash, girl. Remember that?
sound like a road to an argument.
Yeah, actually, practically all of my relationships have ended like the last one, calmly. And I honestly wasn't mad about them making their jokes. That was until my best friend's boyfriend pointed out that I've never gone on a single date, quote, with a normal straight cis guy, end quote, and said maybe I should try that next if I wanted a relationship that would last. I'm a 20-year-old, right. I'm a 20-year-old bisexual woman and am not even really looking for a long-term serious thing at all, so that comment was unnecessary. I was pretty angry with him for using the word normal and also assuming a relationship with a cis-het guy would be any better than my past endeavors, especially considering the fact that straight men are in general trash. And as I've already said, there was never any bad energy in any of my past relationships. I told him to shut up and not worry about who I go out with, but it's been over a week and he keeps bringing up how Serena needs to try a straight guy next and has gone as far as trying to set me up with some of his dusty ass friends.
Serena who? Is she Serena?
Serena is the person who wrote this, yes. I've told my friend that I don't appreciate his comments. Did you think Williams?
Just keep going.
I've told my friend that I don't appreciate his comments, and she agrees that he sounds like an idiot and says she's mentioned it to him, but he acts like he thinks it's all funny. I've been avoiding fully cussing him out because we've gotten into fights before over him saying dumb shit about sexual orientation, gender, and race, and he always gets mad at my friend about my attitude. I don't want to bring stress to her relationship, but I really can't handle this dummy thinking he has the place to comment on what I do with my heart or my vagina. Do you guys have any suggestions for shutting him down without causing a huge fight? Girl. How do you deal with people who think they know what's better for your life than you do? Much love from Toronto, Serena.
When he said that shit the first time, I would have simply looked right back at him and said, I can't wait for I can't wait for the day to come where we sit in here talking about all the shit we hated about your ass.
Yes!
Like,
yes, that's perfect.
It's coming very soon. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, I'm going to have a laundry list. Okay? And I would have been done. Like, what are you talking about? Shut your whole entire ass mouth. And furthermore, you and me ain't even friends and don't need to be in communication of any form. Like, that's what, if he's going to his girlfriend or whoever to talk about you, I'm going to go right to my friend and say, okay, so look, this is how we're going to handle this, right? Real simple. Don't you ever bring that nigga around me ever again in your life. Don't ever do it. That's it. That's it. You and I are friends. We cool. You already know what time it is. And you already know how I get down. So, for everybody's sake, leave him away from me. That's it. Don't try to pull any basketball wife shit with me and talk about how you're having a perfume launch or something and you really want him to come and you go, I don't want to be around him. I don't want to be around him. I don't like him. And he could get popped. So. You
know who this sounds like? Andrew Schultz. It sounds like.
It does kind of sound like.
It sounds like Andrew just being ignorant and argumentative for the sake of it. Oh, God, yes. That was honestly the first person I thought of when I read this letter, though. Like, it sounds like your friend is dating Andrew Schultz, and I would not be able to tolerate that either. I love telling my friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, their friends, whomever, that I've been around before you. I'll be around after you. And one day we will be drunk, eating popcorn, painting our nails, and talking shit about you the same way we're talking shit about, you know, my long ass list of exes. So just you wait if you think, you know, your time hasn't come just yet.
We're going to be talking about this exact moment. And we're going to laugh at you.
When she leaves you, we're going to be like, girl, remember that time?
One that shit he was saying so
remember his
stupid.
Dumb ass. And she going to be like, girl, I knew it was over then. I was just trying to think of a way to leave him. Like.
I would say this right in front of both of them.
Hell yeah.
And that would have been the first and last time we
disrespect the fuck out of him because he disrespected the fuck out of you. I don't know if you can shut him down without causing a fight because if he is argumentative like Andrew, then you coming back at him is just going to fuel his ridiculous fire. So.
That's what I was thinking. This is exactly what I'm saying. I don't, just keep him away from me. I don't need to be around him. We're not friends.
Right. And you can't reason with somebody who is being so fucking stupid. Like, oh, maybe you should try dating a cishet man. Like, oh yeah, that's the key to a happy relationship.
Those always work.
Like, what?
Where was my mind?
Of all people? Girl. And I don't deal with anyone who thinks they know what's better for my life than I do. Like, nobody's in this body but me. Nobody has these experiences but me. So nobody can tell me who I should or shouldn't date. I wouldn't, that's not even something I would entertain. So yeah, keep him far from around you. And the next time he says something to you, just remind him that he's very disposable, completely replaceable. And it's just a matter of time before he's not around anymore. All right, let's move on. Our next question comes from Monogamous Mindy, who said, not my real name. I think I could have figured that out, sis.
Yeah.
My boyfriend and I have been My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 5 years, and we have a great, loving relationship, but Insecure is trying to ruin it all.
Girl, don't blame the arts.
Shout out to Issa, man.
I'm already over you.
All of America in their feelings. We have been watching the season together and discussing and arguing about the many topics explored in each episode. Usually we can disagree and move on, but things have come to a head as Molly and Dro's situationship developed over the last few episodes. The topic of an open relationship, assuming Dro actually has one, with his snaky, smooth-talking ass, is particularly touchy for us. A few years into our relationship, my boyfriend came out to me as polyamorous. Long story short, I didn't take it well, as I have a more conservative and somewhat jealous view of what I want my relationship to look like. He wants to explore that part of him, while I want things to stay the same. I know it will make him happy, but I also want to keep my sanity and avoid worrying if he'll find someone better out there. We've been talking about marriage, so I know this issue isn't going away anytime soon. What's a girl to do? Thank you. Love you both and the show.
So this whole letter could have been, please tell me to break up with my boyfriend because I know I have to. But
well, every letter in this inbox is please tell me to break up with my boyfriend.
Break up with your boyfriend, sis. I mean, I don't.
Is he willing to give up the polyamorous idea for you, or is it something that y'all still continuously go back and forth about? I think that's important because if he's still, I mean, he told you this a few years into your relationship. If it's something that still comes up, like, hey, I want to explore more about this polyamorous thing, it sounds to me like he's warning you.
Exactly.
like I'm going to do this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. This could be closed-minded of me, but I just feel like those types of things, if you say something to me like that, I feel like that is something that you're gonna want all the time. And you could suppress that desire for me. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't even, I don't even feel comfortable being in a relationship where I feel like you want to be out here fucking the world. You know what I'm saying? But I'm holding you back. Like, that's not, there are people that you can get that from. There's plenty of willing women who are like, you want to do this whole open thing, or you want to do, let's try a whole bunch of wild shit. Mm-hmm. I'm down. Like, let's get it popping. Loads of them. So you can find that somewhere else. The same way I can find a nigga that I can love that just wants to be with one person as well. I mean, good luck. But, you know what I mean? So it doesn't make any sense if you are absolutely just not interested and you see that he clearly is, you're going to start to have to figure out, all right, what is my life about to look like without this nigga in it? Because it's not looking good.
I understand you put in 5 years with a nigga and you don't want to just give that up, but... And
I still think Dro lying.
I don't. I really do not think Joe's lying. I think he's being irresponsible with this because he knows Molly's feelings for him are not conducive to a polyamorous relationship.
At all.
She don't rock like that.
And he knows that.
And he knows that, and so does she. But one of them needs to be strong enough to say this is dumb and we need to stop, and neither one of them.
I mean, she's tried. You know what I'm saying? Then she goes right back.
She tried, but then she went and jumped on Lil Rel's dick. Like, what? That was just, Molly. I could shake her. But yeah, girl, the whole polyamorous, I feel like there are some deal breakers in relationships, and if one of you really wants to do something like that and the other one is really all about monogamy, it's just going to be very difficult for you to come to a middle ground there without somebody being like, okay, I'm going to switch over to your point of view of things. It's just not,
It's not even like something silly like, he want you to cook more, or you don't like his haircut, or something like, really, I don't know, surface. This is the way he views relationships.
Yeah, this isn't shallow at all.
This is how, it's pretty much as deep as you can get, I feel.
Yeah.
It's like how he really wants to be in a relationship, period, and has expressed it. And Dro and his soft hair are fucking it up for you. But you know what? You leave that fictional story the fuck alone.
Dro and his form beauty. Curls is popping.
Just out here making it hard. I mean, I
you
can
feel
sit
for
up here.
you. I do.
And drag it out.
Yeah.
You know.
But I will tell you, the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be to break up with him. And yeah, without him just saying, I'm going to give up the whole idea of polyamory for you, or without you saying, cool, let's try it out. I'll get a nigga, you can get a bitch, and we'll see how things go. I just don't think y'all can compromise on this. So good luck with, scrounging up the bravery to break up with him, because I know that's hard, especially after 5 years. At the very least,
say to him, okay, so look, if this is something that you're very, very serious about, I want you to know that it puts me in a place where I'm just like, I guess we might not be together, because...
Yeah, let him know that you're considering breaking up over this so that he understands the severity of it. Maybe y'all can even go to counseling. I'm not sure what counseling can do.
I don't either.
But maybe.
Yeah, I'm saying maybe him understanding the severity of it will show you. Like, maybe he'll be like, oh, great, it wasn't that deep. I was just saying where...
Damn, I was just saying it would be nice to have multiple
I wanted to live like Dro. That's it.
But that's fine. If that's not what you want, that's cool.
Calm down. All right, chill out.
Yeah, so talk to him. Let us know how it goes. Our last question comes from D. She said, I have a friend named Shar. D's 21. Shar is 23.
Is Shar with a C or Shar with an S?
Shar, like Shar Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah. So with an S, yeah. So lately I've been noticing all the things that Shar and I used to do together are annoying to me now. I recently graduated from college and I've been looking for jobs, as one should. My goal is to eventually move to Seattle, but honestly, I'll go wherever the money is.
I know that's right.
Okay. Shar graduated from high school and has been moving around from one fast food job to another. I've offered her my assistance. It definitely was.
Okay.
Because you could get better jobs than fast food with a high school diploma.
But girl, look, some places it's hard.
Hell, it's hard, period, to get a job in this economy. So I've offered my assistance where I can as far as jobs are concerned and helping her look for a place, but she's too stubborn. Eventually, I did help her get a job near me, and she's been making more money than she ever has. I told, cool, right? No. No. I told her I applied to some jobs in Seattle and in Chicago because there were openings, and she asked, what would you do if you got the job in Chicago? We live in New Jersey. I told her that I'm definitely going to go if I get the job, and she then got upset because I would be leaving her and we need to grind together. Sounds so dykish. The thing is, I've been busting my ass to get my degree, and now that I have it, I don't understand why I should have to wait for her to get her shit together. Another thing is that she's a big fan of weed, which I have no problem with, but it's just not for me. She's constantly getting upset with me if I don't want to smoke with her or go with her to buy it. Lastly, I have a friend from college that she doesn't like for some dumb petty reason that she can't even remember. Every time I say I'm going to visit her or talk to her, she gets angry and calls her my other best friend. We are adults, not teenagers, and I think I'm entitled to have more than one friend. My college friend and I are both homebodies, and that's how we got along in school. Shar, on the other hand, always wants to go out and get drunk, sleep with somebody's husband, and start drama. Oh, wow. That has never been my cup of tea, but I understand people have different interests. I'm starting to realize that maybe she is just not going to grow up. Shar does suffer from severe depression and abandonment issues, and I feel like bringing this up and telling her that we outgrew our friendship would truly drastically affect her mental health. Am I being too sensitive about this, or should she be dropped? Thanks for your help. Love. Every day is miserable. God damn. Every day is miserable, sis?
Every day is miserable.
Wow. Well, let's see. I think first and foremost, it's your life. You have the right to live your life and make the choices for you. You should not be living for your friend.
I agree.
But I do also understand, not wanting to put your friend in a shitty position or do something that might negatively affect her mental health. You don't want people to feel bad at the same time.
Right.
So,
you probably just gotta, meet her where she's at. If you're not interested in some of the stuff that she is, you just need to, I guess, express to her, like, look, I don't feel like going out and getting fucking wasted. That's just not where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to. Like, there's got to be plenty of things that we can still do as a friend, as friends, and times we could get together as friends that don't involve, something I'm not interested in or something that you're not interested in. I'm sure we could find shit to do together where we could still be friends and have a good time, but I'm not down with this. I don't really want to do it with that. We don't have to have all of the same interests. We don't have to be, 2 miles away from each other at all times for us to be friends. Like, she's not the same person as you, and that's fair. She shouldn't be expected to be, but you can meet her where she's at and still be a friend to her, be a resource for, love and companionship and all of that same sort of thing. But you don't have to feel forced to be in a position that makes you uncomfortable because that's something that she wants to do. And if she doesn't understand that, then she's not really a friend. Mm-hmm. And I think that you can still be an outlet for her if she wants somebody to talk to and that sort of thing. And you can say that to her if the conversation ever comes up of what's going on with our friendship, or I feel like I don't see you, or you got other friends and stuff like that. You can be very explicit, like, look, I love you, I got your back, we're friends, and I'll be there for if you need me, but I just kind of feel like we're in different places. You don't need to feel abandoned. I'm not going to just leave you hanging or whatever, but
like, girl, I got to get a job.
I got to work.
I got to work, right.
I got to do different stuff, so it's people like that girl could grow into her 50s and still be out, partying,
True.
Getting fucked up and stuff like that. That's just how some people are. Doesn't mean that she ain't never going to get it together. Maybe she loved partying. Maybe she loved fucking. Maybe she loved doing this, that, and the third, and she'll just move on a different speed at a different pace than you. So she's just your wild friend, I guess. And maybe she's a little insecure or a little possessive or whatever. I think you can work around that. Yeah. Try not to be so aggravated by it. But if she's not meeting you halfway, then I don't think that y'all are friends the way that you think you are. And at that point, I think it's best to just kind of pull back.
Yeah.
Because you also should not expect to be the only person in that person's life who could be a source for them to deal with their mental health. They can't have one person and they go into all of the time because it's not healthy for anybody.
It's not healthy to have one person be like your foundation. And that goes for friendships, relationships, anything.
Anything.
If you putting all of your stock in one person, people are human. They fuck up, they make mistakes, they leave, shit happens. You have to be good on your own in whatever way that means for you.
Right.
I will say that y'all are at the age where people outgrow friendships.
Absolutely.
Them early 20s are a bitch.
Absolutely. Oh, God.
Them early 20s are a bitch.
So many texts. And so much drama.
And you can lose friends that you thought you were going to be friends with for the rest of your life in that growing up transition, from teenagerhood to adulthood, and things are just real messy and all that. So maybe y'all's friendship has run its course, but I think Kid Fury is right about this. The only thing I really don't understand in this email is why she's mad over the weed thing. You're mad because you don't want to smoke weed with her? I have no problem with my friends not wanting to smoke weed.
That's so okay with me.
That means there's more for me. I don't have to pass. I get to keep the joint.
As long as you're not trying to be judgmental or oh my God, you always high. Okay, I get my work done.
Okay, bitch, I'm in Trump's America. Yeah, I am always high.
Yeah.
But she's quite ridiculous if she doesn't expect you to go wherever you get a decent job offer. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't go to school and bust your ass to get a degree to then turn around and not work and just sit in Jersey with your friend while she figures her life out. I mean, you can still be a good friend while living your life and prioritizing yourself, because that's really what you have to do. You have to take care of you.
It's so unfair to make somebody feel like, what about me? Yeah. When you're trying to do the best thing for you. Well, bitch, you don't have to be dead to me. We can still talk.
Bitch, well, what about me? You're being real selfish right now and acting like my life and choosing a career means that we can't be friends no more. What? In 2017, okay, about to date myself, but when I graduated from high school, there was no Facebook. I don't think there was a MySpace. And it was quite possible that you would never see those people again. My mama was like, oh, make sure you get everybody that you're writing your yearbook and say your goodbyes because it's just all over from here. And then technology came and was like, no, bitch, you will never miss these niggas. No need for high school reunions when Facebook and Twitter and
You'll
Instagram.
See the birth of their kids.
Okay.
You'll see their kids.
You'll see it on live.
Everything. Don't worry.
There's just too many ways of keeping in touch.
Yeah.
These days, there's FaceTime and all that. So, yeah, girl, do what you have to do, but let her know you're still here for her. You just have to make sure you're good because you have to be your first priority. All right, guys, that wraps up the questions this week. Send yours to asktheread@gmail.com and we'll be back.
Thanks again to Squarespace for supporting today's episode of The Read. If you're ready to start a new business, you can make it stand out with Squarespace. You can showcase your work, blog, publish content, even sell products and services of all kinds in just a few clicks. Customize everything from the look and feel to setting and products. It is extremely easy. They have an analytics feature to help you grow in real time. Not to mention everything is optimized for mobile right out of the box. That means you don't have to worry about coding, try and have people use your website on their phones. And with over 200 extensions to choose from, Squarespace offers a new way to buy domains. And with Squarespace's award-winning 24/7 customer support, there's always someone ready to help with any problem you might have. So go ahead and start a free trial with Squarespace today.
Yet, when you're ready to launch, use offer code READ to save 10% on your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com with offer code READ. And don't forget to send us your websites. Let us see what they look like. You can literally create anything your heart dreams up with Squarespace. A dream is just a great idea that doesn't have a website yet. You can go ahead and make it a reality with Squarespace and The Read. And let's move on.
This week's episode is also being brought to you by Form. If you are ready to get closer to your perfect hair care regimen, start today by getting to know Form, a premium hair care collection dedicated to making every hair care journey simpler and better. The Form collection will help make your hair care experience personal by offering uncompromising products specifically designed for individual hair needs. And I've got loads of friends in my personal life who are all about I'm hearing about Form like every single day.
Because it is legitimate. Like, I know we're all doing ads for it and all this, but I've been said I will not do ads for hair care or anything like that if I don't believe in it.
Right.
Form really fucking works. I love it. It was born from a global community of women of all ethnic backgrounds. It is the first and only end-to-end system designed to make hair care simple. The Form collection of products was designed to complement each other and your process. So no matter what your needs are, Form works every step of the way. No suspect chemicals or formulas in any of their products. Everything from Form is thoroughly vetted to provide top performance without compromising the health of your hair. I cannot say enough about that spray leave-in moisturizer. I swear on everything. I literally take my hair down, spray it like 5 times with that, and walk out the door. It is a miracle. If you're ready to get closer to your perfect hair regimen, go to formbeauty.com/theread right now to get 10% off your entire order. That's formbeauty.com/theread. Get personal with Form, and let's wrap up the show.
Okay, it's time for us to do our reads.
It is.
So I think mine is actually going to be really short.
Okay.
So as you mentioned, Issa Rae was at the Emmys. She was on the red carpet when someone, I can't remember from what, I think it was a TV show or something.
The Emmys?
Interviewer. No, was it an Emmys person who was interviewing her when she said that?
Oh, no. She was on the carpet for the Emmys. I don't know what. I think it was Variety.
I can't remember, but it doesn't matter.
I think it was Variety.
They asked Issa one of the same questions they ask everybody at every single award show: who are you rooting for? And Issa gave a very quick and simple response by saying, everybody black.
Yes.
And the girl kind of laughed, but she was like, I am like I mean it. Like,
right. Her face was like, yeah, okay, a joke.
I mean it. So of course, white folk had fake issue with this and were trying to squeeze out as many salty ass tears as they possibly could. I saw quotes calling her racist and saying what she said was racist. And I'm not even going to address why that's wrong, because I know y'all know it's not racist. And I know you don't care to hear why it's not racist. You just want to call it racist because you tired of everybody calling y'all racist and not having shit to say back. So that's I don't even care.
Wouldn't it be racist if white people said they were rooting for everybody white?
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch, because it's always somebody white. What the fuck? Ugh.
So I just want to remind y'all again, Lena Waithe was the first woman, our first black woman.
Yeah, first black woman.
To win an award for writing and comedy.
Which is insane. Oh my God.
Donald Glover was the first black person to win an award for directing comedy. Sterling K. Brown was the first black guy in 19 years of the Emmys.
So sad.
19 years. This nigga's in college right now. They've been there for years right now. I have what? 19 years since a black person won that fucking award. And you're saying that a black woman, anybody who said that, it wouldn't have been racist. Because, nigga, like my homeboy on Paris is Burning who said opulence. Everything is, you own everything.
Yes.
Everything is yours. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Y'all win everything. You have everything. Not to mention, they cut Sterling his speech off before he was finished. Nicole Kidman got to speak her whole ass life.
Oh my God.
Like,
that was so annoying.
An amazing speech, and they were just like, no, we don't want to hear none of your black ass drama. Shout out to Jason Nathanson from ABC News, who, when Sterling went backstage, said, I don't really know what the fuck was going on with that whole cutting you off thing. Do you want to finish, and do you have anything to say about that? And so he got to finish his speech backstage because a white guy from ABC News asked him if he wanted to. Like, man. It's shit like that. Charlie Murphy and Dick Gregory were left out of the memoriam.
What? Dick Gregory and Charlie Murphy were left out of it? I only caught like clips from the Emmys, so I didn't see the in memoriam, but wow. Y'all really gone.
Two people who have given a lot.
Now, white people might not know too much about Charlie Murphy, but Dick Gregory, bitch, really?
And white people know plenty about Charlie Murphy because white people watch the Chappelle Show more than us sometimes. They know exactly who the fuck Charlie Murphy is and what he gave the TV. Same thing with Dick Gregory. So it's like, why do you have a problem with anybody saying that they're rooting for everybody black? Nigga, somebody has to.
Wow. And Dick Gregory just died last month. Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe they let
Charlie Murphy
out.
Just died.
Damn.
Like, I'm so sorry I keep moving away from the mic. I can't help it. Like, I'm talking to somebody. I'm not really talking to the microphone. I forget it's there. But like, I don't understand why y'all can't just let us have things or want to have things or support each other. They're like, in this year's show, you see why do you think every time a black person wins an award at one of these things, it's a first something? The Emmys, the Tonys, the Oscars. It's because we never get these opportunities. There's been plenty of times where we should have won something,
right,
and got snubbed. There's been plenty of times we should have been nominated and didn't. How many black talents have had to sit year after year and year after year after year and either be at home or in the audience like, this nigga got my shit again?
Mm-mm.
Why? Why is it so offensive to you that a black woman is saying, I'm rooting for black people because we'll never get shit? And it would be nice to see some people with some melanin up on that stage making history and doing nice things and opening up the doors for other people to do the same, showing you dummies in all of these high seats and these high places with your sharp ass suits that we can make y'all some money too, because we buy things, we watch things, we go to the theater, we turn on televisions, we have cable. Like,
right.
You know, you can give
consume.
us opportunities. We can write, we can direct, we can produce. We know how to do these things. We know what's funny. We know how to act in dramas. We know how to be scared in horror movies or whatever the fuck. Like, we have talent. We have things to offer, and we deserve our awards. We deserve our trophies. We deserve our fucking stripes. We deserve our roses and our nods and all of that stuff too. And plenty of times, you know, moments have gone past where motherfuckers act like we don't deserve these things, or when we do get it, we get played off of the fucking stage because nobody want to hear about that black shit. What is so offensive about saying I'm rooting for the underdog, basically? Y'all just want to complain about everything, and I promise, like, if you put half of this energy into doing something like meaningful with your own personal life, I feel like the whole country would be better. Like, if you would just mind your own business. You don't even have to go to a rally. You don't have to march. You don't have to be like, you could just probably mind your business and shut your personal ass up sometimes. And I feel like so many lives would be better. You're wasting time. fine. Apply that to something else. And that's it. Like, I really don't have anything else to say about it. I knew when she said it. I got my laugh in. I got my giggle in. You know, I got my life.
Waited for the gif. I knew it was coming.
I knew that was going to happen. I, of course, saved it to my collection.
Yep.
There's a man. Let me see if I can find the artist's name because I know the Shade Room posted him. But there's somebody who painted a photo of Issa wearing a shirt that says, "I'm rooting for everybody black." Like, I knew that was going to be a moment for us, but I also knew that it was going to be a moment for bitch ass white folk who want to just make everything about black people.
Oh yeah, because the comments were immediately like, "This is reverse racism," and "How dare you?" and "Shouldn't it just be rooting for the best actor?" Period. The best actor is not always even nominated. It's usually just a crop of whites, and y'all pick whichever variety of white is your favorite. So
I apologize. This is not a guy who did this. The artist on Instagram is iam.muse, Madam Muse. So if you want to go and check out her art, it's pretty fucking fire. In fact, this would look lovely in your house, but I think I want it.
You done already told me. No, I'm getting that, nigga. What? Let me go find her Instagram.
iam.muse. So, yeah, y'all, please get over yourselves, or just find something constructive to do. And I'm sure you feel like this is constructive, but it's not. Like, it's just whining.
Mess. But predictable white mess.
Black people want nice things.
How dare a group of people who have been oppressed since they got to this country? How dare they root for themselves? White people are mad because we were never supposed to get this far. Niggas were never supposed to do this well. We were never supposed to shine like this.
That's all it is. And every time they see our black asses in the same places as them winning, it makes them fucking sick. And
so niggers are our peers?
And on top of that, we encourage each other to continue and to do it some more and more, and are out here trying to level the playing field. How dare we?
Right.
Who the fuck do we even think we are?
Our audacity.
My word.
Well,
that's that. That's how I feel about that.
I just have two quick things this week. First, fuck Kevin Durant.
So what is that?
It's my favorite song.
Okay.
No. So Kevin Durant, I've had a few days to sit on this. If you don't know the backstory, he was responding to a tweet that somebody sent him that wasn't even particularly rude. He was just saying, I respect you. I just want you to give me one legit reason for leaving OKC other than getting a championship. And Kevin Durant, who forgot to log into his fake account, said that he didn't like, quote, he didn't like the organization or playing for Billy Donovan. His roster wasn't that good. It was just him and Russ. Imagine taking Russ off that team. See how bad they were. KD can't win a championship with those cats. So first of all, the man literally said, give me a reason other than a championship, and you couldn't do it.
Right.
I've had a few days to sit on this, like I said. Initially, I was like, wow, what a corny whack nigga. Fake accounts, really? That's what we doing? But I know a lot of celebrities, famous people, famous adjacent people who have private accounts, secret accounts.
Yep.
I follow some of them. So my issue is not really that Kevin has this, third-party account that he, I guess, responds to people to, or whatever. That's not really so much it. It's more of you took that opportunity to shit on the organization, which is like, we are where you started. Like, you came up through us.
Right.
So it was disrespectful enough for you to leave Oklahoma City the way you did after you helped us get a 3-1 lead and then lose that 3-1 lead to the same team that you then left us for. It was bad enough that you did that, but then to rub salt in the wound by being like, oh, well, I just didn't like the Thunder or playing for Billy Donovan and the roster was trash and everybody's garbage except me and Russ. It's just like, you didn't have to shit on us in the process.
He probably didn't sleep a wink that night.
He said he hasn't slept in 2 days.
He did.
Because the internet has been dragging the fuck out of him.
Oh gosh. I love when I'm joking, but
but you're actually so right.
That's great.
So, I will fully admit that most of my feelings about this has to do with me being a hater as far as Kevin Durant is concerned.
Okay.
And it's okay. I feel like it's important to admit when you are talking shit about somebody, mainly because you just don't like them. And that's definitely what this is.
That's the first step.
I'm just pretty much saying this because fuck Kevin Durant, but fuck Kevin Durant, nigga. Don't get on the internet. First of all, make sure you're logged into the right fucking account, nigger.
My word.
So stupid. How do you not triple check this? What?
You must have one of those accounts that's like one of those apps or something where the two accounts are kind of like you could just press a button and switch back and forth between them.
Yeah. You can do that on the regular Twitter account.
Oh, I don't use the regular Twitter.
Because I have it for the read and my personal, so I can just switch back and forth. But yeah. So fuck Kevin Durant for taking yet another opportunity to shit on the Thunder and its fans who were nothing but loyal to you. We went to your little shitty restaurant. We bought all your jerseys and everything. So for you to just be like, just gonna go ahead and shove the knife in further is like, all right, nigga, fuck you.
Somebody tweeted, I have decided to assume that every anonymous Twitter troll is Kevin Durant.
Yes, I saw that.
And it is already greatly improving my online experience.
Yes!
At the time, I didn't get it, so I said, I don't understand why this is funny, and it's still funny.
What's hilarious.
But now it's even funnier.
And the second thing, I'm going to pass my second read this week. It comes from Yasmin, who says, as a woman on a quest to be #grown, I strive not to overshare about my private drama, but after a trying year of dating online across several sites and apps, I want to make a genuine effort at finally understanding this phenomenon of constantly getting messages from men who express public distaste with my body. This isn't about whether it's fine to have preferences or what's attractive, because that entire pathway is a series of landmines that I don't care to engage with anymore. What's tiring is that I am completely out of ways to be extremely clear with straight men about my body, and it's become exhausting to deal with the extraordinary discrepancies between what men claim to want versus what they express in private. Right. If you hate fat women, that's fine. If you hate dark-skinned women, fine. It's your life to live. As strong of a political stance as I have against mainstream ideals, I just don't have the time or energy to convert the unwilling and disinterested.
I hear that.
Okay. But I am so lost about publicly shaming curvy or full-figured or fat body types on your profile. You openly say you prefer slim women because you like to stay active, as if only slim people work out. No, you would never date an obese woman, but then you turn around to message me like I don't have access to all this information on your profile. These men are not confused. I have 4 lovely and accurate full body photos. I have full figured listed as my body type. I describe myself as a classical Venus shape. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And all of this is in service.
Classical Venus shape?
Sis went to school. And all of this is in service of being as visually, textually, and categorically clear as I can, because of the extraordinary level of revulsion that some men seem to experience in relation to bodies outside the norm.
See, you gotta wait for yours. Like, God got yours on the way. These niggas, like, they can't.
Yes.
What can they do with this?
Niggas, stop messaging me with that bullshit. It's disgraceful and has more to do with your own conflicting sexual ideals than my body, which is not doing anything but minding its own business and is not here for you. Obese is not a body type. It's a controversial medical terminology that sounds absolutely repulsive and is only used in negative ways. If you don't know what it means, then don't check that you would not date someone because they were obese, and stop pretending that you are health conscious. Stop saying, well, you look good for your body type, or black women are more confident in their bodies, or you have curves in the right places. Because I don't believe for 1 second that my basic online profile and my 4 photos have totally shattered your lifelong ideas about what's attractive. Do not message me with this nonsense. Pick up a journal from your local Target and open a dialogue between your public self and your deeper self. No, she must have a master's degree, because this is
like bare minimum.
This is so smart.
At the very least.
Again, this has nothing to do with those who would truly never date a woman who was not fit, blonde, petite, etc. Callous to all of them? Girl, you using words I don't know. But to these conflicted men, please realize that words mean things. When you say that you would never be attracted to someone like me and then message me, it's not flattering. It's not a compliment. It's an obvious indication that you're not discerning or self-reflective enough to make your own filters and ways of seeing more open-minded to contribute to creating a more honest and inclusive space for the women you're trying to message on the DL. Step up your game, or don't, but leave me alone. With love and gratitude, Yasmin.
Those niggas don't need to be nowhere near you. Like,
that's really it.
You will have them piss themselves, like wake up in a puddle every morning.
Yes. So actually,
they can handle you.
I don't think it's fine to hate fat women. I don't think it's fine to hate dark skin
I was going to say that too.
But I do understand where you're coming from as far as not trying to get these niggas to change their minds.
I do.
I get that. Especially when so many men seem more pressed about finding a girl that they friends like than a girl that they like. And they more worried about like, oh, I don't want my homeboys to be like, damn, what you doing with a big old bitch or a dark skinned bitch or whatever else. Like, I understand men can be really stupid about that, but to demand that fat, dark-skinned women provide the work for men to get the fuck over that is insane. And since you've been this your whole life, I'm sure you're very fucking tired of it. So I just want to say amen to you, girl. And these niggas are closet big girl lovers. They really are. Like, they put all that bullshit on their profiles about, I only want a girl with a six-pack. I only want a girl who can do this, and run 6 miles and all whatever the fuck. And then at the same time,
6 miles to meet you.
Okay, and what you gonna do? Jog over here to my big ass and come lay up with me. That's all you gonna do. So shout out to you, Yasmin. If you have a read you want to pass, send that to passtheread@gmail.com. And that's gonna wrap up this week's episode.
I meant to mention earlier, probably during Black Excellence, the girl, her name on Twitter is Thick Leonce. I don't know how to pronounce her. She's South African. Lesigo or Lesigo. I'm sorry. I just hate butchering people's names. I just refuse to. But some idiot posted a picture of her next to a much, much thinner model and captioned it, "Girls that I like versus girls that like me," with this girl, the bigger girl being the girl that likes me. And she retweeted it and said, "I don't like you." So that tweet went viral. It currently has 303,889 retweets and over 940,000 likes.
I love a simple drag.
Just once, like, just
a simple, succinct drag.
4 words.
Don't nobody want you.
And it fucks up your whole, like, there's nothing else you can say. Like, bitch, she don't want you over there. I don't want you. Don't nobody want you.
That's
like,
really it.
What are you talking about? She posted on Instagram, basically, a smaller version of what our homegirl right here desecrated. Yeah, so shout out to her as well. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas think. You think that just because a girl might be bigger or thicker or whatever, that she gotta want you because she has no other options. But you also fuck big girls. Like, what? They're not thinking about you. Like,
grow up. That was just like she said, grow the fuck up. If you like big girls, then say that, embrace it about yourself. And be real with yourself about it.
Or you could also do what I mentioned before and just mind your business and just shut the fuck up and stop trying to get retweets.
They're both free, right?
Stop trying. It's nothing worse than when you try to get a retweet and it backfire in your motherfucking face, and then the person who clocked you get way more retweets. Now you look and feel stupid.
I mean, it would have been one thing if she was in your DMs and then you made that. It's still shitty, but at least you knew she was actually like interested. But you just picked this random girl's picture, and so she had to go ahead and let you know.
And she looks,
and she's gorgeous.
Great.
Right?
Like,
I saw that picture. That girl is beautiful.
I don't like her picture.
She don't want you. What?
Anyway, so I just thought I would add that because I forgot to mention her, and the read you pass is essentially the same thing.
Yes, amen. All right, check out this.
I also want to read this pimple on my fucking forehead that I keep picking at, and it's just like it's ruining my life. And I also want to
never break out.
Like,
you literally never break out.
I don't understand what this is. It's not even like a normal pimple. It's like a horn. Like, it just won't.
It's not like a horn.
Go away. Like, fuck off. And it's right in the middle of my face. I hate life. Also, why does the Black Powerpuff Girl have Instagram weave? Like, why she got blue hair? Bubbles got blonde hair.
She does have blue hair.
Blossom is a redhead. Buttercup is, what is it, brunette? Her hair black.
It's been a while.
Why the black girl gotta have a weave? Why she gotta have a Fashion Nova weave?
She's a Nicki Minaj ass Powerpuff Girl.
Well, I hope that they do. Her name is Bliss.
Okay. How long is she going to be around?
I don't know. It seems like she's going to be a part of a special, I think. I don't know if she's going to be in every episode consistently. I doubt it. But she'll probably be like a recurring character.
The more you touch it, the more it's going to drive you crazy.
I know, but I can't stop.
Misogyny is not going to make it go away.
All right.
So check us out. This is The Read on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr. And, of course, our website. Any news, Kid Fury, this week?
Yes. Next week, we will be in Atlanta, Georgia on Saturday, September 30th. We would like you to know that we will be having a pop-up shop in Atlanta from 12 to 4 the same day of the show. So it will be held at the Blank Canvas ATL, which is located at 321 Nelson Street, Southwest in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so I believe there will be a flyer on Instagram and Twitter for the information. So if you want to come out and get some merch or whatever, we're going to be there. Asante is going to be hosting it.
Yeah.
So pop by at the pop-up, grab you some stuff, be cute, and come out with us and be ghetto at our show that same night. We're going to have a great time. If we can go to OLG, hopefully they wash their hands. And
don't do this.
Yeah, so that's a thing that's happening you can know about. And I think there's still tickets left for some other shows on the tour. If you're interested, you can go to thereadlive.com. The dates are also on Instagram and Twitter, so go check that out.
Yes, and guys, these are just the fall dates. I know some of you have been like, why are you not coming to my city?
What about this? Like, we have a couple of cities on this fall tour that we haven't even been to in years. So
yeah,
let some of the girls have a good time.
All right. I don't think I have anything. So do we have an acronym this week?
The acronym this week is REFEB.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. It's really easy.
Refer friends, everyone benefits.
Root for everybody black.
How did I not get that?
I don't know. But
Stop
you got Rugrats.
it.
I cannot stop. I have to put a Band-Aid over it. All right, I'm leaving.
All right, bye guys.